Welcome to this special video on my video game setup. So I bought this new TV. First, let me give you a little backstory. My last TV was a 40-inch Philips TV, and ever since the day I bought it, it was not good. The remote didn't work very good. It was very, you press the button, sometimes there'd be a delay, sometimes it wouldn't work at all. And I had it sitting on this box under here, because I have to keep everything elevated in my room because I'm down in the basement, and whenever it rains I get water rushing in underneath the air conditioner, and only a heavy rain, so it happens like 2 or 3 times a year maybe during the summer. So anyway, I've been having problems with that TV, and sometimes you press a button or it takes like 3 seconds and all of a sudden it works, and then finally it got to the point where the remote stopped working at all. So I had to use the buttons on the back of the TV, and then the power button wasn't working. It would turn it off, but it wouldn't turn it on for some reason. So my only way to turn my TV on was to turn on the Nintendo Switch, which would automatically activate the TV with the HDMI port, and then I would have to go to the back of the TV and switch the source if I wanted to watch, let's say, DVDs or something. So it got to the point where I bought a universal remote, and I also wanted it not only for the TV but for the DVD combo, because I still watch DVDs, and the DVD remote stopped working years ago, maybe like 2 or 3 years ago, because it was just old and probably the humidity in the room. So I could only watch movies if the cursor was on play. But if I want to watch, let's say, like Star Trek DVDs, you've got a menu where you have to choose which episode you want to watch, and there was no way to scroll because the only buttons I had to use are the ones on here, which are like play, stop, reverse, forward, and open and close. You got source between VCR and DVD player. So anyway, I got this universal remote, and I used the codes. It worked great on the DVD player, but I tried all 8 codes with the TV. The only code that worked was the 8th one I tried, the very last one, but it only worked for the volume. The power button didn't work, Netflix didn't work, nothing. So yesterday, well, actually I'm recording this on Sunday, so it was been Saturday, I went and bought this 55-inch TV, so it's a lot bigger than the last one, but it wouldn't fit on the box I had underneath it, so I went and had to run all the way out to Lowe's, which is, it's like a 20-minute drive to Walmart and back, a 20-minute drive there, 20-minute back, same with Lowe's. So I had to run out to Lowe's and get that long board, and I found these plastic things, which actually I'm not sure if those plastic things are very strong. I'm going to take a look behind the TV. It looks like, it's kind of hard to see from here, but it looks like it's putting a lot of weight on it. So I might have to find a replacement for those. But another thing, when I bought this TV, I mean, the TV was only like $300, so I mean, that's not bad for a 55-inch TV. It's 300 something. But I noticed it didn't have RCA inputs. My DVD player and most of my video game consoles use the old RCA inputs, so what I had to do is buy a converter that converts RCA into HDMI, and I don't like the fact that it has to plug into, that's another outlet. And as if that wasn't bad enough, the HDMI ports on the TV are on the opposite side of the last one. I used to have my Nintendo Switch sitting over here. It's kind of a mess right now because I moved things around, shoved everything in the corner. But I used to have it sitting right next to that, and now the HDMI cord wouldn't reach, so now I got the switch up here, and it's plugged into the TV. I moved my video game drawers over here, so I used to have the switch on top of one of those, which was over there, and I got my NES stuff in here, and Game Boy, NES Classic, and the NES. Got my Super NES in here, along with my Super NES Classic and controllers. Down in here I got my Retron 5, which I normally have my N64 down there. So I currently have my N64 hooked up, so got my Retron 5 down there. And I've got the GameCube here, my Wii stuff here, my Wii U in here. Now these boxes, I need to get some more of these drawers for them, but I've got the NES2, the Sega Genesis, the Sega Dreamcast, the Sega Saturn. So I think I finally got everything set up. And another thing, that board, I had to buy that today. I got 2 bricks underneath it. I went out to Lowe's once again, so that's 60 hours worth of driving over the weekend just for this TV. Because when the room floods, the water runs over there, but it doesn't get too high, where at least as long as they're elevated a couple inches, they should be fine. It seems like most of the water kind of goes right around my bed. I got my shop vac right there to suck it up. Mop buckets, 1 mop bucket. Got my luggage for when I go cruising, and that bucket with the lid on top and the VHS tapes, that's where I set my camera when I'm recording. So I think that's about it. I got my Joy-Con charging over here, and let's actually test. What we're going to try first test is the Nintendo Switch. Get my Joy-Cons off, hit the power button, the switch, it's on. And it comes right up. See, that's the way. Oops, I forgot to hit the buttons on. Ooh, dropped my Joy-Con. Yeah, it's not easy to do with one hand. Okay, so I turn my switch off. Let's put these back on the charger. Down here, those are all junk drawers. And my desk is kind of a mess. Okay, so no signal HDMI 3. Let's find my other remote. HDMI 2. Let's turn on the VCR DVD combo. Oh, I think it's going to work. Or not. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I'm pretty happy right now. DVD player's working, and Nintendo Switch is working. Got my Star Trek DVD in there right now. Go ahead and turn that off because that works. Now, to play my N64, I've switched the channel. Oops, not 125. I have to go the other way. Okay, now turn this on.
It's me, Mario! Hello!
Okay. That's not supposed to happen. I hope it's just this cord. that's not going to be good. So I'm going to have to figure out what's wrong with that. It might be the connection on there. But it sounded like both audio was cutting out. I don't know, I'm going to have to mess around with that because that's really not going to work for my YouTube videos if the volume's going to be cutting in and out. So, otherwise I'll have to stick to only doing Nintendo Switch videos. But, I don't know, I'm sure there's a solution. I'll probably be making another 40-minute round trip to fix that, but anyway, just thought I'd show my video game collection, or not my game collection, but my console collection and my new TV setup and my messy room, which is going to be an ongoing process of cleaning forever. So, hope you enjoyed this video. Trying to remember if there's anything else I wanted to say. That's a picture of my son right there. He's 21 now. I think he was like 16 in that picture, maybe 17. So, hope you enjoyed the setup. I'm hoping by the end of the year, when I do my annual tour of my video game collection, I'll be able to also do an updated tour of the room, and hopefully it'll look much better by then. But for now, hope you enjoyed this one, and see you next week.